Welcome back to the SA Sports Show, and here I am at the North Adelaide Golf Course with specialist GolfSA golf coach Sarah Douglas Norris.
Hi Michelle, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, out in the golf course.
We are, and we're here to shed some light on some tips. So I'm going to hand over to you, Sarah, because I know nothing about golf. So
I'm sure you know a little bit. Anyhow, Michelle, today I'm going to talk you through, because I know you like your sport, we're going to talk you through the Swing Fit program, which is a great program aimed at kind of our age, 18 to 40.
Perfect.
Yeah, and just gives you a bit of yoga, a bit of fitness, a bit of fun. Always finishes in a coffee.
Oh, that's exactly what I need.
And a little bit of golf, of course. All right, let me show you some warm-ups just to get you going. All right. So the first warm-up we do is a bit of stretching, actually. So back to back.
If it's got a ball, I should be right.
Yeah,
There's a bit of a height difference
Don't
here,
drop
but
it,
no.
right?
Don't drop it.
Don't drop it. Okay, we're going over. Side, yeah, you do side, other side.
And I'm going under.
Oh! Okay, to the side.
Other side, yep.
Other side. Yeah, you got to call. Tell me where you're
sorry,
going.
I have to call. Okay.
Over.
Under.
Ooh, under. Okay, excellent. You get the idea of that?
I've got it.
Okay.
I was a bit slow with the ball. I was a bit slow getting that right.
All right, let me see if you can do this one. All right,
okay.
These ones are high kicks to get your brain going.
I'll be fine with this one.
Opposite hand to opposite arm, okay? Go. That's it. Opposite leg, I should have said. That's
I've
it,
got
good.
this one. This one's
yeah, you got this
one of the old netball ones that I'm pretty accustomed
spin around.
to. Yep.
Yeah, back over this way. Beautiful. Okay, so all of this gets you ready to hit a golf ball, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, that's excellent. Because you need to warm up your hammies, I suppose. That's a big part of it, is getting your hammies and your core
stability. Yep. Well, let's do a core one now, shall we?
Absolutely.
So this is the Superwoman.
Yep.
Okay.
We do our Superwoman standing up, so I want to see how you do it in golf.
So, tuck your core in.
Yep.
Bottom out, and then you're actually reaching opposite arm to opposite leg and trying to stay really still through your core.
Now, I have not done this for a long time, but I will.
I'm sure you can do this
arm.
one. Yeah, that's it.
See, I'm not very stable at this anymore. So I'm older than you, so I've got to...
Excellent, that's perfect. So we do lots of these kind of stretches and exercises. It's lots of fun. Yeah, beautiful. That's good. You're good.
It's actually really good because I think core is one of the big things.
Yeah, no, it is.
I find is making sure we're always activating our core.
Activating
so
the
we're
core.
Ready to go.
Exactly. Right, let's go and grab the golf club now. Here you go. You can have a 7-iron.
Beautiful.
So in the program, the Swing Fit program, we teach the ladies.
Yes.
It's mainly focused at ladies, this program. But the men, I'm sure, they would love to do it with us.
Yeah.
So we focus on actually trying to hit down so that the ball will go up in the air. Because you see lots of people top the ball along the ground. That's because they're missing hitting the ground as they're swinging through.
I do have to say I had a bit of a practice before. Sarah's going to show you how good. And I did have to be very careful because we're on this beautiful, pristine golf course. Didn't want to take any little holes
out divots.
Of it.
No, that's right. So you just get in your golf position, like I've shown you, with your feet apart, relaxed knees, and then you're just going to swing back and through, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And I'm going to show you with the powder. And if you can hit the powder, whoo, there you go. That means my ball will go up in the air.
Beautiful.
Do you want to have a try?
I will. I don't know if I'm going to get as close as you, but definitely
Let's have a look.
Now I'm going to make sure I've got everything right before
so let
I
me
get
check
started.
for you. So hands together on the
knees.
grip. Yep, and left hand at the top, right hand. Yeah, beautiful. Your arms are just relaxed. Your bottom's out.
Yep,
beautiful.
That's the one thing, I've got to get that right.
Yep, that's good. Okay, now your arms are maybe a little bit closer to the ball, just so you're in touch with your body. Yeah, that's it. So halfway back. Yeah, you're a bit too far away. Halfway
back. Laughing. It's not funny if I don't hit it.
Oh, try again. No, that would have gone quite low, that shot. So keep it slow. It's nice and rhythmic, okay? Nice and smooth. Yeah, that's better. Can you give me a really good one though? Really hit down on the way through. Oh, one more. You can do it slowly, just slowly. Yeah, that's it. Good. Excellent. Well done, Michelle.
That's actually really good having the powder there, because when I do play, and I don't play a lot, but would like to be encouraged to play more, that's one thing I do. I do tip high on the ball.
Oh, do you? And the ball goes low.
Yeah, so that's really good practice to be able to have a program where we can come along and just correct what
yourself.
You need.
You can see it, exactly.
Yeah, so it's really good to be able to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to go and play golf this afternoon and know that I can actually do really well.
If you want to sign up for the Swing Fit program, you can go anywhere in your area. Go to swingfit.com.au. I do them at Grange and at Flagstaff Hill. You can come and join a Swing Fit class.
Thank you, I'd love to.
Good,
Thanks, Sarah.
Excellent. Okay, no
worries. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Hope you enjoyed the tips today.
Yes, thanks for staying with us on the Sports Show. We're going to have a look at golf now. Been very fortunate, two special guests in the studio, Poppy. Darren, of course, just recently back in South Australia, the PGA golf representative. And, of course, Christian's been in a couple of times before, communications
and development officer. Can't get him out now. I mean,
there's a chance he'll take over the show. Welcome, fellas.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Darren, let's start with you, mate. PGA officer. What's the role of the PGA officer?
Yeah, Phil, it encompasses a few different avenues. A big part now is servicing the membership we have in South Australia, which is about 100 PGA members and a lot of tournament golf, obviously. We're trying to reinvigorate the tournament space in SA and hopefully bring a big men's event to Adelaide. As we saw, the women's event was a huge success. We've also got an education branch with trainees. So there's a variety of different avenues, but a big part of it now obviously is a collaborative approach with Christian and the team at GolfSA. So really trying to put golf back on the map and utilising the great members we have here in Adelaide to showcase that.
You're a scratch golfer yourself, so obviously you've got empathy for, or you were, or you still are?
Look, I'm just getting back into the game now, so the game's a bit rusty, but I used to play. I grew up here, so.
But important to have an empathy for what, you know, a PGA golfer or a golfer of that quality needs, number one. But I think, you know, what SA has to offer, even for sports that haven't had the opportunity before, is proof of being able to host an event. You mentioned the women's event, or you might mention the Tour Down Under, or you might mention the Clipsal 500. All of a sudden, you've got these events that you can showcase that, hey, listen, this state, this city can do it, given an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. I think SA has obviously prided itself on putting on major events, and the Women's Open, as we saw, was just a wonderful concept. And Golf Australia, obviously, with GolfSA, get right behind that. The PGA, it's been 10 or so years since we've seen the likes of the Jacobs Creek Classic and the SA Open, where Greg Norman and we used to have Freddie Couples and all these amazing names in town for it. So a big part of what we're trying to achieve now is to bring a major event back. And we also have events like Pro-Am tournaments and the Legends Tour. So there's a few different concepts which are great opportunities for golf clubs to really showcase their facility. And again, it comes back to providing our PGA members with a chance to go and compete and play with amateur golfers at those golf clubs, which is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, you have to start somewhere. We've brought Darren Baines back as our first big golf name for PGA. When you talk PGA, people immediately think money, big amounts of money. How many professional PGA golf players would there be in South Australia?
Look, we've got about 100 PGA members based in South Australia. Out of those, we've got about 70 active members. So that includes your head professionals at your golf clubs around town, teaching professionals. Also, we have PGA members, which you might run into at your local golf shop in town somewhere. But on top of that, obviously, the guys, when you refer to out there playing for the big bucks, we've got some fantastic young talent that have come out of Adelaide and regional areas of SA, the likes of Adam Bland, who's done fantastic things in Japan. Obviously, Max McArdle is having a great year on the China PGA Tour, and a good buddy of mine, Nick Cullen, as well, who's just gone great gun since winning the Australian Masters a few years ago. He's now based in America and actually playing in Kazakhstan this week, of all things, on the European Challenge Tour. So there's a lot of SA guys that are doing wonderful things around the world, and it would be great to provide an opportunity to showcase those guys here on home soil.
Christian, is there a flow on from that? You know, we hear about those great players now. Is that flowing down the line here in South Australia?
It is. I mean, we've got a very good bunch coming through. Right at the moment, we've got our state championship, so 100 players playing throughout the week at Tea Tree Gully and the Grange, and then at the Vines through the match play rounds. So 100 elite golfers. Last year, a local South Australian won the event. There's probably about half participants are from interstate. So we're seeing the kids come through our major events and doing well, and also in our high performance program, we've got quite a robust program at the moment with different tiers. So the kids are coming through, they're getting a lot of exposure, playing tournaments, and then generally the next step is through to Q School towards the end of the year, where they have a chance to qualify for some of these Australian tours.
What are some of the most important aspects of developing a golfer that can compete on the world stage? Is it getting them young? Is it those informative years coming through? Is it the competition when they get to a certain level? Is it the ability to travel? Is it all of the above?
A bit of all of the above.
Yeah.
I think the approach that GolfSA have, which is, I think, setting the benchmark from anywhere in the country, and not just that, but I think what Golf Australia do with the support of the state bodies like GolfSA, I think we have the most advanced teaching concepts anywhere in the world, and we actually are now outsourcing our PGA professional, I guess, module in terms of what we teach our PGA coaches, because then they're the ones that are essentially working with the young kids coming through that play the junior events and these amateur events which are on at the moment. So we also need good golf clubs, and we've got that as well. So we've got the facilities, we've got great teachers, we've got really good, passionate kids, and we're just trying to get more people out there playing the game, I think, and that's what obviously GolfSA and the PGA are trying to do.
You know what intrigues me about golf, I reckon, is that in a lot of sports, you can be a player of different height, different skills, different abilities, and still fit in a team structure. With golf, is it a one-size-fits-all teaching model, or is a player able to adapt, even though he might have an unorthodox style, or he's not traditionally your perfect golfer?
Well, from an amateur point of view, our state champion twice over the last few years has been about 5'6" in height.
Okay.
But quite strong, so you need to have that core strength.
Yes.
But as you probably progress through the ranks, it really depends. Definitely the courses are longer, so you do need a lot of length in your driving, in your game. But it's also a sport where having great touch is so important around the greens and your short game.
Yeah, it's a sport that, you know, Phil, you could go out there this afternoon. Obviously, a bit better weather would be nice, but, you know, it's a game where you hit that one good shot and it does tend to hook you, and you always want to go back for more. And what the young boys and girls in Adelaide hopefully are seeing is some consistent golf being played at the moment. And it's certainly left-handed, right-handed, tall, short, you know, whatever your body frame is, you know, if you work hard enough, I think with good people around you, you can make it happen, just like any sport, really, I think.
You talk about consistency. Michael Smith was in here a couple of weeks ago. He's going to try and play, was it 5 rounds in 5 days?
5 rounds a day.
5 rounds a day, for 5 days. How did he finish up?
He managed to get there, he completed the 450 holes.
Really? Wow.
So he's kind of national news in the golf circles.
Yeah.
So he went hard early, and he basically played 99 holes day one out at Renmark, 99 holes at Berry the following day, and then 90 Barmera, 5 rounds out at Loxton, and then finished at Barmera again. Only needed 4 rounds in the final day, but completed only 4 rounds. Completed the 450 at about 5:30 at night as it was just getting dark, and Wayne Wiedemann and Shane Hobby from Drummond Golf joined him for the final round, but he made it, and in doing so raised over $11,000 for Kickstart for Kids. So
another way to showcase how golf and, I guess, leading a healthy, active lifestyle as well can really go hand in hand, and that's one thing.
Well, it's a perfect example, because he was a bloke that was doing it to lose weight initially, and then just wanted to have a goal at the end of it, and all of a sudden he's
that's right.
done it for a good cause.
Well, Michael's a 14 handicapper, and remarkably he averaged basically his handicap every round over those 25 rounds he played. So I think he shot about 87 on average. So it's a huge effort. We can't quite believe that someone's done that, and hopefully he's looking through the process of getting it recognised.
It'd be great to see if Darren Baines could do 451 now.
I've got to get on the treadmill.
I'll try and keep right away from that too. Darren, Christian, thanks for coming in, guys. Always a pleasure to talk golf with you guys. We need to get to a break. Stay with us. Still lots to come.